going to start to look at shun words. Now, shun isn't actually ever found at the end of a word, but it's the sound that some words make when they are at that some words have at the end of their word. So C-I-A-N is the shun ending we're looking at today. And if you think that C-I-A-N makes a shun sound at the end of a word, can anybody give me an example of a word that ends in shun? No? Okay. I will start you off then. I'll give you the word musician. Yeah? C-I-A-N ending, but when you say musician, it's a shun sound at the end. Okay? And I'll give you another little clue. C-I-A-N endings are usually words that are jobs. So can anybody think of any jobs that might end in C-I-A-N? Magician. Excuse me, magician. Good.
Politician.
Politician. Good. Any others? What about if the lights or the heating went wrong in school? Who would we have to call? Chloe. Good. An electrician. So we've got musician, magician, politician, electrician. All jobs. And they end in C-I-A-N, making a shun ending. So, let's see if we can think of any more. If you want to go to somebody who's going to make you look really beautiful, perhaps pre-COVID, can't do that now, but if you did pre-COVID, what sort of job would that be? Clue? Beautician? Yeah? Yes? Heard of a beautician? Okay, so musician, you know what a musician does? Magician, you know what a magician does? Politician, what does a politician do?
Isn't that someone who works in the parliament?
Yeah, yeah. So makes the policies, he makes the policies that the country is ruled by. But yeah, you're right, good. Electrician we talked about, beautician. There are quite a few more. If you are somebody who works with maths, you are a, everybody?
Mathematician.
Mathematician. Okay. So, what about this one? You might not have heard of it. Somebody I used to teach became one of these, a dietitian. Can anybody guess what a dietitian does?
Is it someone who finds out the best diets for some people?
Yes, good. And when we're talking about diet, we're not talking about necessarily a losing weight type diet. We're talking about the food that somebody eats. So they might find the best food for somebody because they're poorly, or because they need extra nutrients, or they've got something wrong with them, or maybe they're training to be an athlete and they're wanting extra in their diet. It can be for a whole host of reasons. The lady I know that does this job works in a hospital and helps people in hospital to eat the best diet possible. And she's a dietitian. Good. Okay, so this is quite a tricky one. It's a tricky one to spell as well. Has anybody ever heard of it? It's a paediatrician. What do you know what a paediatrician is? It's a particular type of doctor in hospital. And you would go to a paediatrician probably if you were poorly. well done. It's a doctor for children, a paediatrician. Okay? So they're all words that end in C-I-A-N, but when you say them, it's a shun ending. Musician, magician, politician, electrician, beautician, mathematician, dietitian, and paediatrician. All end in shun. Okay? Tomorrow we're going to look at a different type of shun ending, and then next week we're going to look at several more. So we're going to, for the next 2 weeks, concentrate on shun endings because it crops up so many times. Okay? The other thing I want to do today before we stop is one of our year 5-6 words. And today's word is necessary. What does that mean? What does necessary mean? Give me a sentence.
It almost means like this is necessary. No, I've forgotten.
Can you give me a sentence with it in?
It's necessary that you go to school if your parents are key workers.
Good, well done. Yes, it's necessary to go to school if your parents are key workers. Good. Okay, so it means it's important, that you need to do it, something you need to do. Can anybody spot where people go wrong in the spelling of that word, usually? Yes, it's the double S. That's often where people go wrong. Can anybody think of a rule that we have studied in this group this year that will apply to?
Short vowel double consonant.
Short vowel double consonant. We've got a short vowel with an necessary, sound. It doesn't have its posh long sound, A, it's yeah? So, E sound, but it's a very short vowel sound. Double the consonant. That rule is so important. Okay, so I would like you to write necessary in your spelling books. I'd like to write it down properly first of all, and then I would like you to split it up, to partition it up in a way that is going to help you to remember how to spell it.
Can you write it underneath again because it's in the light, just so that people at home can see for
Yeah.
sure?